They just friggin' sound good all the time. Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Jordan. I'm a producer and a mixer and a musician, and I'm going to be showing you how I use the Percs Live samples and loops in my production. So here we have an Ableton session open. It's a song I've been working on called Zeal, and I actually recorded drums for it a little under a year ago at this point, and clearly haven't touched the song since. But yeah, basically I was like kind of unhappy, I guess, with the drums. Maybe not unhappy, I just wanted something a little different, and so I went into my Percs folder and just started looking around, seeing what I could find. In the VerseSoft 1 in the 78 beats per minute folder ended up sounding really cool, and so in this instance, as you can see, there's just a whole bunch of these loops here. There's a couple one shots up here just because there wasn't a loop for it. Yeah, and so basically this kind of started, I wanted to use these as a reference to record other things like guitars and bass and stuff too. But as I just kept tracking other things and seeing how everything started to fit together, I actually really dig it a lot. And so I'll play you a little snippet of it. But basically, yeah, I just if I need really quick drums to sound really good, I'll just go here, and then half the time I end up keeping it. So this is one of those times. And so basically I just picked the 78 BPM VerseSoft 1 loop. I had to quantize it to 79 beats per minute, but when it's something that's just one beat off, it's not, you won't even notice. So yeah, here's what that sounds like. Like, it never sounds bad. Like, there's no plugins on that. There's no effects. There's no anything. It's just literally just the loop by itself, and it just sounds good right away. And so, highly recommend. I'll go to one other part of the song here, just to show you guys some fills. I'm actually just gonna take this down a little bit. So here I actually used some one shots in the Ableton drum rack. I just used literally a crash and a kick drum, because yeah, there wasn't obviously a loop for just 3 big hits. So I just put them in and then recorded it with my computer keyboard, which sounds like this, which is super cool. I friggin' dig the fills. Every fill sounds insane. And so for this, this fill, I actually just trimmed, I trimmed up a fill. So I just took a little bit off of it, because I didn't want the whole thing. And then this one, I used the whole thing. So by themselves, just sounds friggin' giant, super cool, super big, super fat. And then, they've got builds, just ride builds, kick, snare, ride. I think they've got just kick, snare, tom, snare, a whole bunch of stuff. It's super cool. So I'll show you that, just those fills in a mix here. Yeah, so they just sound super good straight out of the gate. Like, there's never a time when these samples will sound bad, really. Yeah, they just friggin' sound good all the time. And it's super helpful too. Like, they've got between 68 and 80 beats per minute, like everything just in the Drum Essentials pack. And then on top of the loops, they've got the one shots, all these different snares that sound friggin' killer, and they've got room mics with all of them too. If you use Trigger, they've got the trigger presets with the TCI files and whatever. And they really just sound good all the time. So highly recommend using Percs Live for literally anything. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's how I use Percs Live samples and loops in my production. See you next time.